Hi, day 4 of 7. It's a bit dark, late in the evening. I was dealing with the heating situation at home, so I could not go on live. Let me check with the mic on. Let us see how this sounds. If this sounds better, no, mic is just loading up. I'm not sure if mic will be available. Hope this mic is hello, can you hear me? Is it better now? Hope it sounds better. Today's topic is about reframing, framing and reframing. Based on my experience in coaching, what I've seen is sometimes people come out with different ideas or topics on a coaching conversation, and with initial exploration, we reframe the problem. One example is recently I was coaching to a person who had a goal that I want to earn 5 million in 5 years. That was the goal. So we wanted to help with that goal. But as we explored, what we realized is the person, though there was an aspiration to earn 5 million, the person also had that was coming out from a source of scarcity and source of anxiety or a fear. Um, so what the reframed problem was to have a sense of financial security and earn 5 million. So that when we reframed, the person was not coming from a source of insecurity, and also there was an inherent need which the person was feeling insecure about money, because sometimes most people they chase certain goals, and once the goal is reached, they are not satisfied, they are not happy, right? So one of the reasons for that is we don't look at the underlying reason for those goals. So that is something I wanted to explore a little bit more. For example, if you're studying, like working very hard, you want to get promoted, and you work very hard and you don't get promoted. So then what you will feel? You'll feel very bad, right? Because what is the point of working so hard? And sometimes you work very hard, you get promoted, but still you don't feel fulfilled and satisfied. In that case, you need to understand the underlying motivation or the reason behind the promotion itself, why you wanted the promotion in the first place. Maybe you are looking for some kind of an assurance or an acknowledgement or some kind of a recognition. So all those elements which will kind of impact our experience of life. So that is another aspect I wanted to cover. A third one is it's a bit I'll not say tricky, but some topic which I'm kind of exploring is people say all successful people they work very hard, right? So you take example of maybe Sam Altman, Jeff Bezos, or Elon Musk. They all work. They put in a lot of effort and they put a lot of hard work, and they're where they are, wherever they are, right? Now, that doesn't mean that if you work hard, you will also be successful. All successful people work hard, but all hardworking people may not be successful. Um, at the same time, it's also important to understand the definition or meaning of success. Because if you have a very narrow definition of success, then what happens? The whole journey becomes very painful. That means if your goal is to reach the top of Mount Everest, that is the only goal you have in life, then you sacrifice maybe you have to build practice or prepare for that whole expedition, right? So you practice very rigorously for a couple of years, you build your stamina, and then you work hard and go step by step with the help, and then maybe you reach on the top, and then top you feel successful, elevated, and then again you come back safely. But if your goal or focus is on just on reaching on the top of the Mount Everest, then sometimes, but whatever reason, suppose if you don't reach because of the bad weather, you have to come back, you feel lost, and you might feel very disappointed. Rather, if you have that as a goal or a destination, but also you enjoy that mountaineering, like you enjoy talking with people, you enjoy the planning process, and in that preparation you also take help from your friends and colleagues and family, and it becomes a group or a community event. Then what happens, the whole community feels elated when you reach the top of the mountain. And even if you don't go to the top of the mountain, or even if you go to the base camp and come back, still you'll enjoy that whole journey. So that is also very important, whether your focus should be on the goals or should be on the journey. My own personal example was, all my life I used to um, oscillate between sometimes goal oriented, sometimes journey oriented, whether you should focus on your journey or a goal. For a large part of my life, I felt more than the goal, the journey is important. So I used to emphasize more on enjoying the journey, so that the whole process looks very nice. Even if you don't reach the destination, you almost like 90% of the time you enjoy it, right? But over a period, what I started realizing is journey is definitely important. There is no doubt about that. But if you don't have the drive to reach the goal, sometimes your full potential may not be utilized. What I am saying is, like, you're on the journey, and suppose there is a road work going on, or there is a disturbance. So if you're not too driven by reaching the goal, you'll turn back. You maybe take a detour, or you might set a new goal or a new destination. So you give up that goal easily. But if you're also goal oriented but also enjoy the journey, then if there is a problem or there is a um, obstacle in your journey, you will learn or you fight the obstacle and go beyond the obstacle. That becomes, you learn something new and then reach your goal. So what is important is the both the goal as well as the destination. So when you reframe your problems, like when you frame your goals, just look at not the only the goal part, frame it in a such a way that you also enjoy the journey. So that is a very important aspect of framing and reframing the problems. And the final point, maybe I'll elaborate that in another note or something, is about a concept called vector. So I'm sure you might have heard about this word. Vector is a comes from physics. There are we learn in basic fund like school physics that scalars and vectors. Vector is an entity which has both speed and direction. So what you need to focus is a vector, because a goal or a speed without a destination, or I'll not say destination, without a purpose, is of no use. So vector is, you know where you are going and why you are going, and you also act with speed so that the result starts coming up and you reach that destination very powerfully, like you accomplish your goals. So that's a concept called vector. But just to summarize what we covered in this session today is about framing and reframing. Because whenever you have a goal, that is the initial frame, right? See if you can reframe that goal into more positive or empowering goal. So that should include your both journey and destination. Like instead of having a goal that say I'll reduce 5 kgs, that is one goal, or maybe I'll go to gym every day. That is just an outcome, like an end goal, right? What I'll say is, I want to be healthy and I want to feel energized each and every day. If that is the goal, and I will accomplish that energy by going to a gym or going to a walk or something, that becomes a meaningful goal. That is a way of reframing. That is what I'm exploring, some new concepts and new topics. What I'm trying to do is, after reading all those self-help book, one thing I realized is self-help might have only helped the author, but I need to find my own help or self-help. So I'm mixing and matching and also experimenting with new concepts and whatever works for me. But I've been amazed by the kind of literature which is available, a lot of tools and techniques which are available, and we need to take what works for us and create our own playbook and enjoy the journey and as well as achieve the goals. That's all I had for today. Hope you enjoyed this. Or if you have any comments, maybe you can share about what is your definition of success. Are you a goal-oriented person or a journey-oriented person? And maybe we can discuss more in later sessions. Thank you so much. Bye.